You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Here goes the Rant King again himself, Ali Zoe Adam. Confusing us once again, just confusing. I call it mumbo jumbo articulation. Like how you gonna be articulate and sound illiterate at the same time, man? Like he does it. Like don't know what the H he be talking about. Always in somebody else's business, like making up stories and implement himself as if he were the muscle in the situation. And most likely the situation probably ain't even happened. Like real talk. You know, it's like he always making up a great biblical story. You know, like if Trick Daddy eat a slice of pie, he gon', yeah, he was in the restaurant. I bust through the wall with my battle tank. We secured the whole area. I secured it and I went up against and we ate like kings in there, man. We ate like kings. And then, man, we skirt off in my Bentley and I go meet Lil Wayne. And yeah, Lil Wayne gave me a verse. And yeah, we got the verse. Like, dude, what is you talking about? Like every time, dude, take some off. Then you went and got your jewelry up and came back and you still acting like that. I see you, Ali. So man, turn it down a little bit. But in this segment, you're gonna see I forgot who interviewing him, but they asked him about Big Meech's concert allegedly being shut down by 50 Cent. Y'all know Big Meech's welcome home party where he had all the celebrities due to perform, and it didn't happen. I think it didn't happen due to him being on his probation, right? He's a federal, so federal is, probation. I think it was because of that stuff, man. But anyway, that's what we're going to get into today. Before we do, have to ask you to please hit that like button. You know, it lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to become bigger than what it is, and it can get more than 1 or 2 views, 5, 10 views. I don't want that. I can't do nothing with that, y'all. I work too hard for that, man. Share this with whoever you can, family, friends, whoever. Just do it. Subscribe to the channel if you don't want to do it now, which I would encourage you to do. You can wait till later. And if you forget at the end, I'll remind you. You feel me? That's how we're going to do it. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything I post on this channel. All right? Without further ado, man, roll that footage.
You know, one thing I did want to ask you about, this was some Miami stuff, man. You know, 50 Cent got Big Meech's show shut down in Miami. Well, 50 Cent denies getting it shut down, but he had been telling everybody he was going to get it shut down, and then none of the artists were going to show up to the show. Well, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, a lot of journalistic New Yorkers are trying to do a takeover through words, and it's impossible for him to shut down. The Chinese shut down COVID, man. They shut down America, like shut down. Like Boosie let it be known, a lot of dudes let it be known, man, he don't got that kind of power. Why his tone is being resonated, you know what I'm saying, in a certain aspect as he's the dominant for all, is something that hip hop gotta, you know what I'm saying, deal with to, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. But he doesn't have the power to shut nothing down. Ain't nobody got no deal, and ain't nobody in the South got a big movie deal. Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, ain't nobody from the South got a big movie. They had to go get a nigga from Detroit to bring him down there. He looking for a Detroit rapper to do a deal. So him and his journalistic people are just writing this. He doesn't have that kind of power. He's Spooked. You can't tell what he's ducking.
I mean, I'm just watching, bro. I don't really know. I've never been to Miami, so I don't really know how things work out there. So you don't think that it's possible that 50 Cent could influence rappers to not show up or do anything like that?
Nah. I was there, and when I was there, I was me and Jigga Valley from What They Do podcast. He was a leading force with it. Jonk was a leading force with it, and we was talking to the promoters, chastising them. We went by Circle House. I jumped the motherfucking man wall, Circle House, for BB to call me. He like, man, what's up, Zo? I don't start that shit. I'm like, nah, dog. Why is it difficult for you to do deals?
Ali Zo must be stopped. For real, man, with this bullshit. Like, who is 50 Cent spooked of? You know what I'm saying? What he called 50 Cent? Yeah, he said he's spooked. Like, who he spooked of? Who he running from? Who he scared of? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? But I get why he's saying that, because Jimmy Henchman, him and Jimmy Henchman, Ali Zo, they was friends back in the day. You feel me? They had a lot of business out there in Florida together. Now that I've thought about it. Yeah. So that got to be the basis of him putting his neck out there. But from what I heard, allegedly, Jimmy Henchman and his team ain't rocking with Ali Zo no more. Allegedly, they ain't claiming him, or they ain't. You feel me? They don't want nothing to do with him. And y'all pretty much know probably why. You know, it's no secret. Even though paperwork hasn't surfaced with Ali Zo, all this paperwork is sealed. And a lot of people in the streets say that, sealed paperwork is a no-no, because they feel like, why is your paperwork sealed? You feel me? They like, regardless of, people in the streets feel like, regardless of what's in the paperwork, whether it is or not snitching, it just shouldn't be sealed, period. Your paperwork should be like everybody else's, available right there at everyone else's discretion. That ain't how I feel. That's the streets. I'm not in the streets. But my thing is, like, 50 Cent don't have to, who is he afraid of? 50 Cent don't have to come back to the hood to hang amongst poor people for the rest of his life if he's multimillionaire. You feel me? Ali Zo is trying to get his money up and trying to get his recognition off of, he's not belittling people, but he dang near is belittling a lot of people. He's he's big upping some people and belittling a lot of people. And what I think he's doing, he's putting a target on his back, putting his head on a chopping block, so to speak, because you already got one of the most ruthless organizations in the United States at your neck, Zopound, for the stuff you've been saying on here. And for doing exactly what you're doing now. They feel like you be on here capping, not only what you originally saying that you was the founder of Zopound, and then you backed off your statements when the members start coming out the woodwork on you. But not only that, just the fabrication of the stories, like, because some of the stories involve some of their people. You feel me? And they like, we were there, sorry about that. We were there personally for some of these things that you're speaking on, and what you're saying is not true. You feel me? How is it true? And you weren't there. That's how they feel about it. So just a lot of rap cap, man. So we gonna go into the comment section. They funny, man. I wish I would have did this like I normally do, where I post like everybody name and they comment, but I took a couple of them and I put them together. So one of them was like, only this guy can confuse himself. Basically, like what I was just saying, like, is I call it mumble jumble articulation. Like he make it sound good, like you feel me? Y'all know what I'm saying. And then another person goes to say, bro, stay on topic, dog. Because it just sounds like a bunch of twisted stuff. And this is one of the funniest ones. They said Ali Zoe Adams learned a few words and he keeps using them to make himself sound smart. Well, they gonna keep getting on him about that, but at the same time, they is making him bigger though. They keep him in the algorithm, man. Because they feel like it ain't just about him, it's about he's dropped so many names and created so many stories, whether true or false, that, some people believe that, lies run the algorithm, man. Just being 100. Lies run the algorithm. You take a story, you put a lie on it, people gonna view it. Now, whether they're viewing it and they're with you, that's a view. A view is a view. And that's how some people become successful on YouTube. But a lot of people in the comment section ate with an H at the beginning, them. You feel me? But y'all let me know if Ali Zoe Adams has put too much beef on his plate for him to consume. Like, sparking a lot of beef with all around the world, man. Can he handle it all? Do he have enough money to handle it? You feel me? Just getting out of prison, nobody has what they need to go to WAR. And especially him. But y'all let me know what y'all feel about that down in the comment section. And with that, add a like, share this. We talked in the beginning about you subscribing, and if you didn't want to do it then, you can wait to see if I earned it and then do it now, and I will remind you, and that's what I'm doing. So my handout, what we gonna do? Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything I put on this channel. This is self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news reporter on YouTube at this time, The Real Soda TV. I'm out.